Good evening, all you Bearcat fans out there, and maybe some of you non-Bearcat fans. Zach Austin for Isaac Brown. We're here at Charleston, Arkansas Alumni Field. Got a minute 30 until we start the scrimmage. The way it's going to work, from my understanding, is 1 versus 1s, then the 2 versus 2s. Then we'll have 4 live quarters with a 12-minute running clock for each quarter. There'll be a 10-minute halftime. They're doing pretty much everything like they do in a live game other than for the kicks on a punt or a kickoff. Wherever the ball stops, that is where the other team will get the ball. We were told there's going to be a couple guys for Charleston that's not going to be able to go tonight. Hope everything's all right with the ones that ain't able to go. And your Bearcats are coming onto the field. Just kind of recap last year for the Cats and the Tigers. Last year, Charleston finished 9-3, and the Bearcats, they finished 10-3. The Tigers made it to the second round and lost 21-14 to Glen Rose, and they returned 14 starters, 8 on offense, 6 on defense, and they were picked to win Conference 1-3A. The Bearcats, they lost in the quarterfinals last year to Harding Academy, 52-21, and we turned 3 guys on offense, 8 on defense, and we were picked to win the 4-3A. Fixing to get underway here. Got a pretty decent crowd, I guess, for a scrimmage, Isaac.
Yeah, there's a good amount of people here. Hopefully the rain holds off on us. We're on top of the press box, so if it starts raining, we're probably going to lose the feed and have to go inside the press box.
Yeah.
We don't want our equipment ruined.
No, that wouldn't be good. Lots of money. This will be Coach May's 3rd year here at Charleston with a record of 13-10, I do believe. This is Coach Doc Crowley's 2nd year. He's coming in 10-3. Last year was his 1st season. Must have been kind of weird. 1st season, COVID and all that kind of stuff. So, kind of interesting. I'm excited to see what the Cats are going to do this year, how it will look. Got a bunch of new faces, and we'll see how things go. The Tigers are going to be kicking off. It looks like number 34, Broughton Getter, do the kicking. Back deep for your Cats is going to be number 7. That's going to be Trace Hall. Far man on the other side is number 34, Dax Goff. Man on this side is Rocky Ross. And Brooks Herrera, number 1. He's sitting about the 24-yard line. There's your kick. And that's going to go out the back of the end zone. So the Cats are going to get the ball at the 20. Your first look. Let's see who we got going here. Looks like we're going to have the 2nd team going. Your quarterback for your Bearcats is going to be number 12. That's Peyton Tatum. Like your fullback is going to be number 32. That's Cody Elliott. Dunn Daniel, he's in the halfback as well as Trace Hall. It's going to be handoff up the middle to Elliott. He gets maybe about 6 yards there on the carry. That's number 75 on the stop. Claiborne.
Elliott on the carry for the Bearcats. Number 75, Hayden Claiborne on the stop for the Tiger defense.
Chain game's on the right spot.
It'll be a 2nd down and 3.
No, they're not.
No, it says we're 13 yards from the stick.
We're not 13 yards from the stick. Nope. And it's going to be handoff again to Elliott up the middle. Looks like number 57 in there. I don't have a 57.
Clifford.
Clifford.
And number 61, Trevor Jones.
I got him at number 72. Change that real quick.
Gain of 5 on the play will be a first down and 10 for the Bearcats.
Tracy Hall goes in motion. It's going to be a pitch to him on the right-hand side. Tracy's got the first down, then some. Looks like number 24 on the stop. It's going to be Huck.
Number 6, Lane Williams.
Get your offensive line guys mentioned here. This side, your left tackle, that's going to be Cameron Osborne, number 70. Number 74, it's going to be Matthew Crosby. He's going to be your left guard. Your center will be number 76, that's going to be Gage Bouchard. Number 75, your right guard, that's our little buddy, Lance Sims. And number 57, that's going to be Mr. Rice. Tatum comes up under center. Dunn goes in motion. It's going to be Elliott again up the middle. Maybe a yard or so on the carry. Whole slew of Tigers on the stop there.
On the carry for the Bearcats, number 54, Warren Pillstrom, the first Tiger.
Blazin Jones, he's your receiver on the far end.
Will be a 2-yard gain, second down and 8.
Looks like number 2, Brendan Dove's going to be your tight end over here on the left-hand side. Trace Hall goes in motion, and it's going to be a pitch and ball's on the ground. We lost about a five yards there. Luckily, Hall was able to jump on it.
Fumble on the pitch, recovered by number 7, Trace Hall. 6 yards lost on the play. Be a third.
I know I'm a little late, but number 15, Skylar Shelton, he was in earlier, comes in right now. Dove goes off, and Jones is going to come over here on the left side. Have 2 receivers. Daniel gets the pitch over here on the left-hand side, going to the sideline, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds by number 21. That's going to be Kendricks. Bryson Kendricks, that is.
On the carry. 9-yard gain on the play. It's going to be a 4th down.
So it's a 4th down for the Cats. 4th and 5.
On the 50-yard line.
It's going to bring on the punt team. It's going to bring on number 33 to do the punting. That's going to be Rylan Ray. Back deep for the Tigers is going to be 21 and number 2. Number 2 is going to be Reese Murchek. Number 21 is going to be Bryson Kendricks. Nice punt. And he drops it. It'll be fielded at the 14-yard line.
With the punt.
Or 17-yard line. Well, 20. He moved it.
The punt for the Tigers. The ball will be placed on the 20-yard line. First down and 10, Charleston.
Get your defense out there for the Cats. Number 70, that's your defensive tackle. Technically, I guess I should say your defensive end. Your Bearcats are running a 3-4 compared to the 50 defense we ran when we was in school. Get to them here in a second. It's going to be handoff up the middle. It's going to be number 42 on the carry. That's going to be Ransom Merchek.
Ransom Marishka.
Oh, Marishka. I am sorry.
No gain on the play. Be a second down and 10. Ball on the Tiger 20-yard line.
Right here. Merechka. Looks like number 11, Totten Jones. He sheds the tackle. Looks like Mr. Osborne on the stop for the Cats.
Jones on the QB keeper. Be a 40-yard gain on the
Anyways, your left defensive end is going to be number 70. It's going to be Cameron Osborne. Number 58, that's going to be old Matt Obar as your nose man. The far side over there. I want to say that's Mr. Bouchard. Is it 75? Oh, that's our buddy Lance. Nope, 76. That is Mr. Bouchard. Got number 24. It's your left outside linebacker. And wrapped up for a loss. That's number 53 there on the stop for your Cats. That's going to be Fair Staines.
Fair Staines on the stop for Booneville. 4-yard loss on the play for the Tigers. We're going to have a 4th down and 10.
Kyle Scantlin's coming out for the Cats. Number 12 comes in. It's 4th down for the Tigers. That's your starting quarterback. It's going to be Brandon Scott.
For the Tigers.
Race Blanchett. Going to go back deep for the Cats.
Race Blanchett back to receive the kick for the Bearcats.
Nice kick there by Scott. And it's going to roll out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Cats will take over there.
Scott's kick goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And that's
Yeah,
where the
Desmond Conley out there for the Cats.
1st down and 10.
And number 24, Garrick Barr, was out there on defense, as well as Race Blanchett at your corner. And I know I didn't get all of them. I'll try to get them next time. Looks like Jones is going to be receiver on the far side. Hall goes in motion, and he had 2 guys in motion, Hall and Daniel at the same time.
Be a false start.
Back to Cats up 5.
5-yard penalty. 1st down and 15.
Give you the defensive line there for the Tigers. Number 61, that's going to be Trevor Jones. He's lined up. Is that 51? I'll tell you here in a second, folks. Nope, 61. Trace Hall on the carry. He goes up to the outside. He's over to the 40. Got a flag. It's going to be coming back as he gets to the 10-5. Touchdown, Bearcats. That's going to come back on a holding call. Mr. Jones. So holding be 10 yards back from the spot of foul. I was thinking it more around the 30 or 35. Anywho.
A 1st down and 3 for Booneville.
Conley comes in for the Cats. Hall goes in motion. Daniel goes in motion. The Cats are going back up 5. And they're just shooting themselves in the foot this time. Rocky Ross is going to come in for the Cats. Hall's going to come out.
Illegal shift.
Anyways, back to your Tigers on the defense. 61 with Trevor Jones. Number 55 over here, defensive tackle. That's going to be Fryer, your other defensive tackle on the other side. It's 57 Clifford. That's going to be a handoff up the middle to Elliott. And he's wrapped up by number 55, Fryer. He comes out, number 75. Claiborne comes in.
On the stop for the Tigers. 3-yard gain.
Number 22 for the Tigers, Bird.
45-yard line.
He's going to be your end over there. Your 2 linebackers are going to be number 54 and number 50, I believe. It's going to be Thompson and Pilstrom. Ross goes in motion. Tatum on the keeper. He's going to keep it, and he's wrapped up by number 54. It's going to be Pilstrom. It's going to make it 3rd and inches. Your 2 corners for the Tigers are going to be number 6 and number 21. It's going to be Williams and Kendricks. Both of your safeties, number 25 and 24. That's going to be Kendricks, Bryson Kendricks, or no, 24. Huck and Bangs. First down by the Cats. Rocky Ross there on the carry.
Number 4, Rocky Ross.
Do apologize, folks. A little windy up here on the press box. I do want to apologize if I get any names wrong as well. So we hand off to Elliott up the middle. 61 there with the initial contact. It's Jones.
Number 61.
About 3-yard carry there. Cody, he saw some time at fullback last year a couple times.
3-yard gain, second down and 7.
Got to play some. Played on special teams. It kind of reminds me of Mr. Matson, Casey Matson. He started out on special teams, worked his way to starting linebacker. Your leading tackler, he's coming back. Matson is. It's going to be a pass to Race Blanton. It's going to be short. Race catches it, and he's wrapped up at the 20-yard line by number 24, Eli Huck.
Pass complete to number 88, Race Blanton.
Tatum, he had the longest pass last year, made by the Cats, 64 yards. And I do believe that was to Brooks Ferreira last year. So that's going to be the end. The first period. Okay. So that's the end of the first period. We're rolling, I bet so. So we'll take a little break. Nobody has scored here at all. Got your twos. Your second string was going here in the first quarter. Again, it's a 12-minute running clock here at Alumni Field. And it looks like your starting offense is going to be coming out for the Cats. Looks a little different, Isaac, than last year. Pretty much a whole new set of guys on the offensive line. Had a couple guys rotating in last year on the offensive line. You got one man returning in the backfield. You got Mr. Randon Ray. And he's joined in the backfield by his little brother, Rylan Ray, at fullback. Brooks Herrera, he's spent some time rotating in and out with Mr. Ritchie last year, halfback. And Dax Goff, the younger brother, Ty Goff, he's going to be your other starting halfback. It's going to be Ray on the keeper up the middle, spinning and moving. He's still on his feet. And our man is going to dive in for a touchdown, but we got a flag.
Ray is in the end zone. There is a flag on the play.
Let's see what we got here. Holding on the defense, declined, and that's your first touchdown of the scrimmage. The Bearcats strike first with 11:27 left to go here in the second.
18-yard run for senior Randon Ray.
I'll get you starting line for the Cats when they come back out. I do know your starting center is Mr. Matt Obar. Looks like, can't forget the T. Looks like Dax Goff is going to do the snapping. Brooks Herrera to the hold. Mr. Johnny Barnes. I'm not sorry. That's Brett Welling. Snap. Kick. And it is good. No good.
Number 55,
Oh, was it? Good thing I guess I'm not a ref.
Yeah, he kicked a knuckleball and it was right on this side of the goalpost.
Well, anyway, so it wasn't good. Don't worry. Hopefully I'll get in the routine of all this again. So that's going to bring on the kick team for your Cats.
Well, he's kicking straight on with a regular
Okay.
shoe.
Regular shoe.
Yeah,
You don't have the strap on there?
no. So it's going to be really hard for him to kick straight on like that.
Yeah. Looks like back deep for the Tigers. It's going to be, I think that's your quarterback back there, number 12, Scott. Got number 9 over here on the 20. That's going to be Sebastian
was no good, so it is
Dona.
6-0 Booneville.
Number 2, Reese. How they say it will go. Mursheka, I think. That's his brother, yeah. Ransom, 42. Welling with the kick. And it's going to be down at the, well, he's going to put it at the 25. I was to say this side job was standing on the 27, so I wasn't sure.
Tiger offense will start first down and 10.
Let's bring out your starting offense.
Ball on the 25.
We start Tigers. Let's bring out Mr. Scott Jr. He passed for 1,600 yards last year. So, as a sophomore, he's got a pretty good arm on him. Will be handoff up the middle. He's wrapped up by Mr. Welling and a whole slew of Cats. Mason Gore's in there on the stops as well.
Number 32, Christopher Nossel on the carry for the Tigers. 1 yard gain on the play, second down and 9.
Scott's going to be your quarterback. Two receivers to each side. Pistol formation. And he's going to keep it looking. Misses. And that's going to be number 52. That's Casey Matson in on the stop.
Brandon Scott on the carry.
There we go.
5
Is
yard
that better?
gain on the play, bring up a third down and 3.
Got my hand on the mic. That don't sound good, though, to me. Anyway, she's starting defense for the Cats. Number 64, Chase Plumell. You know this man. Looks like that's going to be Rylan Ray. And Mr. Welling is going to be the other end over there. Got some pressure by the Cats. Goers and Manson. Missed tackle by Hall. And he's going to be tackled out of bounds by number 33. And number 55, that's going to be Ray and Welling.
An 18-yard gain.
So the Tigers are looking pretty good there.
Ball
Moving the chains.
39-yard line.
Your men at the linebackers for the Cats. Your 2 outside linebackers. And number 10, Mason Goers. Number 5, Daniel. Your 2 middle inside linebackers. Excuse me. Your 2 middle linebackers is going to be Goff and Manson. Scott on the keeper. And it's going to be Goers on the stop.
And Scott on the keeper.
Ray's going to be your safety. Iron Man, that is. And Tatum is going to be your corner over here, I believe.
8-yard
And
gain
Brooks
on the play,
Herrera is
second
going to be your
down
other
and 2.
safety. There's going to be a handoff right up the middle. Then Daniel and Dax Goff in there on the stop. It's going to be close to a first down, though, for the Tigers.
Christopher Nossel on the
That's
carry.
going to be number 32, Christopher Nossel on the carry for the Tigers. 8:57 left to go here in the
3-yard
second.
gain on the play, and the Charleston Tigers first down.
Same formation for the Tigers. Scott calls for it. Rolling to his right. Got some pressure from the backside. And Iron Man comes in late. Knocks it away. That was intended for number 9. Sebastian Gayona.
Broken up by number 3, Randy Ray. Be a second down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball on the Booneville 41-yard line.
Brandon does have a chance to break the school all-time rushing record this year. Going to have to run for a lot of yards, but it can be done. I'll pull it up here and I'll tell you exactly how much he needs. It's going to be handoff to number 11, and he's wrapped up by Dax Goff for a loss at the 49.
Number 11, Titan Jones.
That's Titan Jones on the carry.
For the Tigers. Smith at number 34, Dax Goff, and number 3, Brandon Ray. 6 yards loss on the play. Be a third down and 6 16 for the Tigers.
So Brandon, he ran for 1,700 yards last year. Scott looking. There's a pass, and just over the head, number 2, Marcheka.
Scott's pass
That's not right, I
intended
know.
for number 2, Reese
Mariska.
It's incomplete, so it'll be a fourth down at 16.
Yeah. So if you didn't hear that, Isaac said Mr. Scott, he's got pretty good pocket presence moving up like that. A lot of times, most of your high school quarterbacks, Isaac, they're not going to have that unless they spend time running the spread like Charleston does, or they just spend time working on their own or with a coach on the side. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some colleges looking at him. People may get mad for me saying that, not being from Charleston, but speaking quite honestly, that's what most colleges are looking for. A guy who knows how to move in the pocket, look for open guys, he's got a good arm. So I found it finally. Mr. Brandon Ray, he is 1,520 yards away from the school record. And he needs just under 200 carries to match his father's record of 4,243 yards. As a handoff to Dax Goff there as he sheds a tackle. He's brought down by number 42, Ransom.
Dax Goff on the carry for the Bearcats. 11-yard gain, first down and 10, Booneville ball.
So as I told you last time, I'll get you starting line for the Cats. Your tight end, returning tight end, is Mr. Mason Goers. He's going to be on the left-hand side. I was going to say, actually, he's kind of lined up as a tackle.
Offsides on the Tiger defense, be a 5-yard penalty.
I was looking for the left guard, and he wasn't there.
Yep, in this instance, he is.
Who is that? Is that Mr. Barnes? Johnny Barnes at your left guard. Matt Obar at your center. And it's going to be Ray on the keeper. And he pitches over here to Brooks. Good block over here by Dax. We'll give him a pancake for that. And he's wrapped up by number 2 and 53. That's going to be Marcheka and Heiss. Helmet comes off. So, yes, let's see. That is Johnny Barnes at your left guard. Matt Obar, your center. Brett Welling, he's going to be your right guard. And Mr. Casey Manson, he spent some time last year at fullback, spent some time at tight end. A couple times last year, they have moved him to right tackle. So you'll see him wear number 52 instead of his normal 11 now this year. Ray on the keeper pitches over here to Rocky Ross. He cuts to the outside. Good block by Ray Splinton on the outside. And he runs a guy over. That's going to be number 11, Titan Jones.
Rocky Ross on the carry for Booneville, brought down by Titan Jones.
Looks like Mr. Dunn Daniel over here at receiver on the left-hand side. Ray Splinton on the far-hand side. The Cats do have a couple guys they can rotate in at halfback this year. Dunn can play some halfback some. And that's going to be up the middle with Rowland. Maybe a yard and a half or so there on the carry.
Ray on the carry. Del Smith and Daniel.
Looks like Dunn Daniel comes in at tight end. Because Goers, he's playing left tackle right now. And it's a pass. It's high. Tipped by number 11. That's going to be Jones. We got 2:45 left to go here on the running clock of the second quarter. It makes it 3rd and 9 for your Bearcats. Ray comes up under center. Ross and Goff are your halfbacks. Ray is your fullback. Ryland, that is. It's going to be a pitch to Dax, and it's going to be tackled low by number 9, Gayona.
Sebastian Gayona on the stop for the
So
Tigers.
it's going to be 4th down for the Cats.
4-yard gain.
4th about
Be a 4th down and
6,
5
5.
for the Bearcat offense.
A long 5.
Very long 5. Looks like the Cats are going to go for it. Brooke Herrera comes back in for the Cats. He's going to be your right halfback. And Dax Goff shifts back over to your left halfback. Looks like Blanson and Daniel switch sides. Got a timeout by the Bearcats with 1:33 left to go here till the halftime. 6-0 Bearcats over the Tigers. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. You're watching Bearcat football. We'll take a little break. Be right back. We're back here at Alumni Field. And Ray only keeper. Conscious, a man runs into Goff. He's going to have a first down to the 10 and the 5. Touchdown, unless he steps out. What are we calling?
Brandon Ray on the keeper for Booneville.
I think they call a touchdown.
He is into the end zone for a 22-yard touchdown.
So that's going to be a 22-yard run there for Brandon Ray. Makes it 12-0. Looks like the Cats are going to go for 2.
The officials are back there at the goalpost.
Oh, okay. There they go.
Yeah.
Goff goes in motion. Bad snap. And he's going to be wrapped up for a loss. It's going to be number 58, Lane Moore. Oh. Isaac said when he opened up, hit the fullback. So 1:15 left to go here in the first half. It's 12-0. Bearcats over the Tigers. Coming into this year, Booneville Bearcats are ranked number 4 in Class 3A, and Charleston is ranked number 9 in Class 3A. Again, the Tigers are the favorites to win the 1-3A, and the Bearcats are the favorites to win the 4-3A. The Bearcats in the conference 4-3A have, I want to say, 3 teams ranked in the top 25 in Class 3A. Paris is in the top 10, I believe. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. And Perryville's ranked in the top 25. Ryland ready to do the kicking for the Cats this time. It's going to be Mr. Scott fielding it out the 12-yard line. Paris is ranked number 8 for anybody that wants to know in Class 3A. They got a new coach, Mr. Jeff Weaver. He has spent time at Russellville, Little Rock Christian. He's won some state championships. And we'll see what he does there at Paris. Spent some time at big schools. They got some guys returning. And this conference, pretty excited about what it's going to look like this year. And it's going to be Scott on the keeper. He's going to have the first down, then some. Runs into his own guy. Sheds a tackle. And it's going to wrapped up by number 12. It's going to be Mr. Peyton Tatum.
On the keeper.
Daniel comes out.
First down and 10.
And Matson comes in for the Cats. pretty good. You gotta have trips to the left, one over here to the right. Galen's over here by himself. He's covered by Tatum. It's gonna be number 5 going to motion. Carroll, empty set, gonna have a little screen over here. And that's number 10, Mason Goers on the stop there for the Bearcats.
Stop pass complete to number 2.
Be about a loss of 2.
Brought down by number 10, Mason Goers.
Mason, he plays pretty good from his outside linebacker position. He's got pretty good instincts. I mean,
Loss of 3 on the play. He was saying
does a pretty good job reading the ball, reading where guys are going to be. Does pretty good, blocking, and he can catch the ball as well at tight end. Host Lewitt Cats in there on the stop. Welling and Chase Plumell coming off the bottom, and that's going to be number 5 on the carry, Carroll. And so we're set for a 10-minute halftime. It is halftime now. It is 12-0 Bearcats over the Tigers. We'll take a break.
Jared Ward and Damon McKenzie will have a race starting at one goal line going to the other.
So someone's having a race from one goal line to the other. We're going to take a little break and be back when halftime's over. Thank you for watching. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin.
We have the
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Again, for Isaac Brown, Mr. Zach Austin. We're here in Charleston, Arkansas, Alumni Field. If you're just joining us, the first quarter was 2 versus 2s. Second quarter was the 1s versus the 1s. 12-minute run the clock all 4 quarters. And looks like Mr. Ryland Ray is going to be doing the kicking for the Cats. Again, there are kicking, punts, and kickoffs, except there's not going to be any returns. Wherever the ball stops or is caught, that is where the other team will take over. And your score is 12-0 right now in the favor of the Bearcats. Low kick, and we'll spot it at the 35-yard line of the Tigers.
Around the 35-yard line, that's where the Tiger offense will take over.
Looks like you still have your first-team offense out here for the Tigers.
Of the second half.
I'll give you your offensive line for the Tigers here in just a minute. Looks like number 78, he's going to be your left tackle. It's going to be Smith. Number 64 is going to be left guard. That's going to be Clay West. He is son of former Bearcat coach, Coach West, Mr. Jim West, and be the younger brother of Mr. Brad West. We hand off at the middle, and he gets maybe a yard. Whole slew of Cats in there. Chase Flamel there on the stop, coming off the bottom of the pile there.
He's met by a host of Bearcats.
Looks like your center will be number 62 for the Tigers. It'll be Hunter Little. I'm going to say that's number 55, Braden Fryer. That's your right guard. This will be handoff over here on the left-hand side. Mason Goers wraps him up and throws him down. It's going to be number 5 on the carry, Carroll.
Carroll's starting in the backfield by number 10, Mason Goers.
I'm sorry, that's number 52 at right guard for the Tigers. That's Hudson.
5 yards
And number
away, be a third down and
58,
15.
Lane Moore, is going to be right tackle. Number 21 over here on split out is Bryson Kendricks. Your quarterback again is Mr. Scott. On the far side, your receivers is going to be number 9, Gayona, and number 2, Mareska. I can't remember that. Delay a game. We'll start it over. Empty backfield. Trips to the right, 2 over here to the left. Looks like Cody Elliott is in an outside linebacker spot. And coming on the pressure, and he wraps up and knocks him down with their sack. Cody Elliott coming off the edge.
Number 32, Cody Elliott on the quarterback sack.
I tell you, Cody's going to earn himself some playing time this year. It would not surprise me one bit. It's going to be 4th down
Be a 4th down
for the
and
Tigers.
23.
Back deep, it's going to be Brandon Ray and Mr. Brooks Ferrer. High snap. That's a good kick. And Brooks is going to down it at the 32-yard line of the Bearcats.
Down by Brooks Herrera at the Booneville 32-yard line. First down and 10.
Okay, some of you hadn't noticed. I'm sure some of you have. Bearcats have new uniforms this year. New helmets. They're white helmets with a purple paw. Almost had a purple paw pad. Anywho. And got some new, I believe they're Nike jerseys. I kind of like the white jerseys, clean look. I still kind of miss the gold pants though. That's just me. Anyways, shotgun formation for the Cats. It's going to be Hall in motion. It's going to be Goff right up the middle. And Dax, he's going to have the first down. I will say, been hearing Coach Hadaball over there on the far side, offensive line coach. Love to hear your offensive line coach get excited. To me, your offensive line coach just needs to have a lot of energy. He's into it with the guys. The guys gather around him, and that's Coach Hadaball to T. Hall goes in motion again, and it's going to be handed off to Goff. And he's going to shed a tackle or two, takes the guy with him. He's going to be wrapped up after about 5 yards. That's going to be number 32, Knoxville on the stop. I do want to give a shout out to Mr. Sean Bledsoe. He is watching at home right now, not doing too good. He's got COVID, so if you would say a prayer for him, that he gets over this. And he says this is the sickest he's ever been. So definitely be praying for Mr. Sean. Brooks goes to motion, and it's going to be Ray on the keeper. Randon will be wrapped up by number 42.
Branson Marishka. Brandon Ray on the carry for the Bearcats. 4-yard gain on the play. 4th down and 3.
4th and 3. Rylan Ray comes in for the Cats, as well as Brendan Dove, number 2. Trace Hall come back onto the field. Well, I thought Rylan was coming back on. He's back over there on the sidelines. Looks like Goff is at fullback. Trace Hall is at halfback. He's going to hand off to Goff up the middle. He lays a pop on number 42, Marishka. I cannot remember that. I know. I probably got some Charleston people mad at me. That's fine. Y'all can mute me. Alright, I'm not good with names. Well, probably should be, I guess, doing this, but hey, you know, to each their own. So now, Rylan Ray's in at fullback. Herrera goes in motion. It's going to be Ray on the keeper. He pitches over to Brooks. Brooks has got the first down. Then some, lowers his shoulder. Runs over number 2. It's going to be Reese. Marishka. And Gayona in there on the stop as well with Reese.
15-yard gain on the play for the Bearcats. Be 1st down and 10.
I will say, even though Marishka, he took the lick, he didn't let go. So I will say, I give kudos to the man. Looks like you got Cameron Osborne in at left tackle now for the Cats. Rylan Ray on the keeper.
Wiley Carroll on the stop for the Tigers.
That's going to be Carroll on the stop for the Cats. 5:38 left to go here in the third. Still 12-0 Cats over the Tigers here at the scrimmage. Blanson, he's going to be a receiver on the far side. Dove's going to be over here on the right-hand side. We pitch over here to Hall on the right hand. He's going to get a block from Brooks. Let's see if he can get into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. He's going to make it 18-0. Comes with at the 5-minute mark. See if the Cats go for 2. Last time, Randon bumped into the fullback. Just kind of didn't go anywhere. Wrapped up for a loss. Looks like it'll be shotgun for the Cats. We have 2 receivers to the left, 1 over here to the right. Looks like Daniel's going to be your H-back. Hall goes in motion. High snap. It's going to be picked up. Goff is just going to cover it. And so with 5 minutes left to go here in the third, it's 18-0 Cats over the Tigers. We'll take a little break. Be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. Back here at Alumni Field, 18-0 Cats over the Tigers. 5 minutes left to go here in the third. and it's going to be fielded at the 25-yard line. The Cats defense have done pretty good tonight, except maybe one possession. Tigers drove down, and they kind of shot themselves in the foot. I think they had a penalty, and they wound up having a punt. But for the most part, the Cats defense has done pretty good. Looks like Barnes is in at nose man now. We hand off right up the middle.
Chris Nassel on the carry.
Nassel on the carry.
Excuse me, number 42, Ransom
Mariska on the carry.
For the Tigers.
Now, we were told Charleston is playing without a couple of guys. The starting center is out, and was told there's two other guys that are out. I know one's one of their starting guys. So hopefully they'll be back when they play here in a couple weeks. Scott rolling to his right, got some pressure. Wow, oh man. That was a nice try by Gayona over there. Good job by Goers though, he comes in late, knocks it out. So 4:03 left in the third. And just so you know, some of you may be wondering, well, we ain't got the score up. We just kind of figured not worry about it with the scrimmage. But it is 18-0 Cats over the Tigers. Two receivers to each side, empty set now. Scott looking to get some pressure from the Cats. High pass. Got some pressure there from Barnes, Flamel, and I believe Cody Elliott. Makes it 4th down for the Tigers. Ray and Brooks. Herrera goes back deep for the Cats. Brandon Ray, that is. We fielded at the 28-29-yard line. He's going to put it on the 29. 2:52 left to go here in the third. Do want to give a shout out to Mr. J.D. Jones from your #1 apprentice. And that's a little inside joke at work, but give a shout out to him. I will say, if anybody needs some salsa, that is the man to cook it for you, make it for you. It's going to be Ross on the carry. Wrapped up by two guys with number 21, 63, Kendricks and Clayton.
Brady Clayton. And number 21, Bryson Kendricks on the stop for the Tigers.
Ray comes up under center. And we hand off. Nope, he faked me out. Pitch over here to Dax. Dax has got the first down, stiff arm. Lost the ball. And since he lost it, it rolled back 3 yards. And the Cats are going to be at the 41-yard line.
Hit by number 2, Reese
Mariska Reese, that is, on the stop. And the forced fumble that the Cats got lucky on. I will say, Isaac, the Cats have got lucky a couple times recovering the fumbles. Granted, one was on a 2-point conversion, but still, Cats have been very lucky so far in the turnover margin. Ray up under center. Ross goes in motion. It's going to be handoff to Rowland up the middle. And he's going to carry about 3 guys with him. He's going to be about maybe a yard. They're going to put him 2 yards short of the first down. Got 35 seconds left to go here in the third. Rowland's going to come out.
Number 42, Ransom.
Zach's going to switch
on the stop for
over
the
to
Tigers.
fullback. You're going to have Trace Hall and Brooks Herrera. Or I'm sorry, that is Rocky Ross at halfback. Hall goes in motion, and it's going to be Goff up the middle. He's got the first down.
Golf on the carry, number 53.
So who was that on
Daniel
tackle?
Haas.
Calling Daniel Haas on the stop.
Brady Clayton on the stop for the Tigers.
Goff comes out, and Rylan Ray comes in. And that's going to be the
final
final play of the third quarter. So at the end of 3 here at Alumni Field in Charleston, your Booneville Bearcats 18, your Charleston Tigers 0. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. You're watching Bearcat football. We'll take a little break. Back here at Alumni Field, me and Isaac believe we see some Dardanelle scouts over there. Granted, their first 2 games playing right here. We play on week 0. Charleston plays on week 1. And I think that was just kind of a busted play. Peyton Tatum is in now at quarterback for the Cats.
Trouble on the play. Booneville recovered. Be a 1.
Cats get lucky there again, Isaac. Charleston changing out a whole slew of Tigers. Hall and Ross are going to be your halfbacks.
1 yard gain on the play. Be a second down and 9.
Rylan Ray is going to be your fullback. Race Blancett over here on the right-hand side. And Brendan Dove is going to be your tight end on the right. Ross goes in motion. We hand off at the middle to Ray. Dove, your tight end on the left-hand side now. Tatum under center. Late flag. False start.
Be a false start on the Bearcat offense.
Back to Cats up 5.
Penalty.
Dove's going to come out, and Dunn Daniel's going to come in for the Cats. I'm not sure.
It could be trapped, but blocked down.
Right. Hall goes in motion, and did he snap it to him?
Yeah.
I'm going to call that a busted play.
Flag on the play, false start.
Doc Crowley's out there talking to his guys like, come on, guys, what are y'all doing?
5 yards, going to be a third down and 13.
So the Cats are shooting themselves in the foot here on this drive. 9:40 left to go here in the 4th. And the ball's just on the inside of the 50-yard line. Yeah, that'll be pretty nice. We're discussing plays up here, folks. Got receiver to each side. Rylan Ray still your fullback. Rocky Ross goes in motion. It's going to be pitched over here to Rocky on the right-hand side. Good block there by Hall. Rocky still on his feet. Cuts back, got a flag. And that's going to come back. That's like the 3rd touchdown coming back for the Cats because of a penalty. More than likely going to be a holding call. Man, I wasn't sure Rocky was going to get past about the 40 or so, the angle and the guys coming at him, but she has a tackle and just goes down the sideline, turns it on.
Illegal block in the back on the Bearcats.
Illegal block in the back, so that's going to come back.
Yard penalty from the squad of the
So 15.
flag, which will still result in a Bearcat.
So it's still a first down. Touchdown don't count, but 15 yards back. That's what we was talking about. We wasn't sure if 15 or 10. Tatum looking over, comes up under center, and Hall goes in motion. It's going to be handoff to Ray on the left-hand side. Plows the guy over.
Rylan Ray on the carry.
Gets up over to about the 30-yard line. It'd have to be. Right? Mm-hmm. Because they're running 50 defense. Right? Under? Yeah. Ball's on the ground. Tatum picks it up. He's going to have the first down. That worked in our favor. Looks like Gayon in there on the stop. One of the guys on the stop for the Tigers. 7:15 left to go here in the fourth. Cats are just inside the red zone. Looks like Cody Elliott's going to come in at fullback now for the Cats. Got 15 seconds left on the play clock. Tatum looking it over. Comes up under center. Hall goes in motion. And it's going to be handoff up the middle to Elliott. Good burst of speed there. 63. And they're on a stop in 62. That's going to be Hunter Little and Brady Clayton.
Hunter Little and Brady Clayton on the stop for the Tigers. 3-yard gain on the play. Be second down and 7 for the Bearcat offense.
To give a shout out to my wife and kids, even though they're probably not watching. Still give a shout out to them. It'll be a pitch over here to Hall. Oh, yes it did. That's number 5 on the stop, Carroll. And Tatum, he pulled it late, pitched it, and boy,
Third down and 4.
If Carroll wouldn't have been there, Tracy would have been in there for a touchdown. Tatum comes up under center. Hall's going to go in motion. It's going to be handoff to Ross. Come back on the right-hand side, and he's going to get nothing. Looks like 62 and 32 in there on the stop. Hunter Little and Neisel on the stop for the Tigers.
1-yard gain. It'll be a 4th down and 3.
Looks like Blazin Jones is going to come in for the Cats. Brace Blanchett's going to go out. Jones is going to be your receiver on the left-hand side. And Dunn Daniel, he's going to line up at tight end on the right-hand side. Nope. Looks like he's going to be your receiver. Dunn, he's one of those guys that does just about a little bit of everything. Tight end, receiver, halfback. Lance, you could probably throw him in there at fullback if you wanted to. Cody Elliott there, handed off, get the ball, and just a whole slew of Tigers in there. Got a little jawing going over here between Manson and Neisel.
Short of the first down, and the Tigers will take over first down and 10.
So first time the Tigers have stopped the Cats in the red zone. So that'd be good for Coach May to build on, team builder. Got 4 minutes left to go here in the ball game. 2 receivers to each side for the Tigers. Nelson's going to be lined up behind Scott. Pistol formation. Narrow pistol, I guess you could say. And it's going to be Scott on the keeper on the right-hand side, getting chased by a whole slew of Cats. Tatum in there on the stop, and Daniel about a 3-yard, 4-yard gain.
4-yard gain on the play for the Tigers.
Same formation for the Tigers. Number 25 is going to go in motion. He's going to get it on a little pass, shuffle pass. Chase Plumell just throws him down. That was Bangs on the carry. I say carry. Technically, it's a pass as he throws it forward. It's considered a pass. Makes it 3rd and 13. Got trips to the right, one over here to the left. Nassel, he's still lined up right behind Scott. Low snap, and he's going to get tackled as soon as he gets the ball. Cody Elliott in there, Rylan Ray, and Chase Plumell.
Nassel on the carry for the
Looks like you got Mr. Rice.
Several Booneville Bearcats in the backfield.
Taking Rice in there at linebacker. Cody Elliott, he's going to be the other middle linebacker.
To play in the scrimmage.
Got 2:05. Tigers to punt. Tatum and Brooks Herrera back deep for the Cats. As it takes the Cats bounce, he's going to be out at about the 48-yard line of the Bearcats. Well, with 1:45 left to go here in the scrimmage, Isaac, what do you think so far about the Cats?
So far, looks promising. They're still having some miscues for fumbles, especially in the run 2-point conversions. Those are fairly important since we don't have an accurate kicker.
An accurate kicker, yeah.
But every ball they fumble has gone their way.
So
can't complain too much about it.
Can't complain too much, no. Hall's going to go in motion. Ball's on the ground again. So we just going to get done talking about that. The Cats have been lucky. We'll see if we got lucky one more time. But when you play with the funny-shaped ball, sometimes it's not always going to bounce your way. And we may have nights where it don't bounce our way. But tonight, luckily, it's going our way in the scrimmage anyways. And we got 50 seconds left to go. I will say, yeah, one more play. We'll see what Coach Doc Crowley decides to run. Cats thrown a couple passes tonight. Both of them kind of a little short. Ray Splansett made a valiant effort on both of them. Caught one for a touch. And Cody Elliott breaks a couple tackle. He's going to be wrapped up by number 24, Eli Huck. Got 22 seconds, so if he wanted to, he could get one more off. But I don't know if
he's set off.
Yeah, so that's probably going to be the final play. If it is, that's a good way to go out on the scrimmage. And so the final score of the Booneville Charleston scrimmage here at Alumni Field in Charleston. Your Booneville Bearcats 18, your Charleston Tigers 0. We shall see y'all next Friday, August 27th at Dardanelle, and play against the Sand Lizards down there at Dardanelle. And then Charleston, they're off next week, but their very first game is going to be week 1 against Dardanelle here at Alumni Field. So the Cats and the Tigers, very first opponent is going to be the Sand Lizards. I guess I got nothing else, folks. Pretty pleased with how the scrimmage went for the Cats. The defense looked pretty good. Offense looked pretty good. A couple miscues. Got to work on 2 points and kicking. It kind of hurts not having Gavin Kent, but that's how it goes sometimes. But for Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin.